Hello everyone, my name is Sharell Michelle, and right now I'm taking a sophomore year in University of Bunda Mulia and taking informational system. When we talk about poverty, what often comes to our minds are number and statistic. But for me, poverty is just not about the data. It's about the limited access, about life choices that are not equally available to everyone, and about the potential that should be able to grow but is held back by any circumstances. And this is why Sustainable Development Goals number 1, no poverty, is a very important issue and highly relevant for Indonesia today. Based on the data from Statistic Indonesia or BPS in March 2025, the percentage of people living in poverty in Indonesia was recorded at 8.47%. This number shows a decrease compared to September in 2024. In terms of absolute number, around 23.85 million people in Indonesia are still living below the poverty line. Although this number has been decreased to by about 1.37 million people compared to March 2024. This is still remind us that poverty remains a real challenge for million families in Indonesia. When we look more closely, poverty also shows any differences across regions. In 2025, the poverty rate in urban areas shows a 6.73%, while in rural area it shows around 11.3%. This data shows that people in rural areas still face a greater problems and challenge in accessing any resource and opportunities. Poverty also does not always stop within one generation only. Many children grow up in poverty not because of their personal mistake, but because they have a limited access to proper education, healthcare service, and social protection. When a child starts their life with a limited nutrition, limited education, and without a supportive environment, they become their life from such more longer than anyone further starting points. This is what makes a poverty not only a problem for today, but a big challenge for the future, especially for Indonesia. Therefore, ending poverty cannot be understood as a short-term help alone. It requires a long-term approach that focuses on human development, starting from education and healthcare to family empowerment. So the question is, what can we do as a college student? We may not have money, power, or any authority yet, but we have something just as important as that. We have knowledge, empathy, and the ability to act. We can choose to use our education not only for our goals, but also to understand any social problems and respond them with care. We can start by being more aware, listening to more communities, and by making sure that we do not work and we do not ignore those who are the most vulnerable. Even our small actions can be matter. When our knowledge is shared, when opportunities are open, and when voices are used to speak up, change becomes more possible. Ending poverty may seem like a big goal, but every meaningful change always begins with people who choose to care and take responsibility. And as an Indonesian college student, the responsibility starts with us.